Yeah, hi Daman, this is Mayank and how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you, and it's so wonderful to be talking to you. Daman,
Yes, it's my pleasure also to talk to you.
great. And Daman, before we start talking about your writing and your creative exercises that you do, I would like to learn a little more about Daman outside of writing. What all things do you do, and you could tell us maybe where are you based and how did you get into writing?
Well, my writing journey has been quite, normal, we can say that. With just one post on internet about content writing, and then I just explored this field on my own without any guidance. I just, everything, my knowledge about writing. It's just from all how I searched through online and tried different things which I read there, and that's how I got my first client, and that's how everything just worked for me organically, I would say.
Okay.
It has been proper planned, but now when I just look back, it just took me just a journey where I step by step grow.
Okay. Sounds interesting. So, Daman, have you been helping clients on a professional basis, or how do you go about working with clients?
Yes, my clients are in different areas. Like I do marketing content, finance, and other general lifestyle topics also. My clients are like from blogs, one blog
Daman,
on their
I'm afraid your
website.
voice has dropped off. It's barely audible. Could you speak a little louder?
Okay. Are you getting me now?
Not much of a difference, actually.
Hello. It's fine. Are you hearing me now?
No, we don't really hear you very well. It's hard hearing to you.
Mm-hmm. Now?
Yeah, this is better. This is better.
Okay. I was saying that I have clients in different areas, from social media marketing to blog posts on their website based on their products. Or I also do third-party websites like LinkedIn, Medium, where I publish the blogs.
Okay.
Apart from that, everything is related to content, from website content to other content, the press releases. There are other types of content which I do for my clients as per the requirement.
Oh, that sounds interesting. So what all kind of businesses or what all kind of industries have you helped with your writing till now?
Okay, so I've worked with mostly technology-based companies.
Okay.
Where they sell, tech-based products or some tech blogs, like, but I'm also very widely working in finance sector.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I have a bachelor degree in commerce.
Okay.
So I use that, to write better business management, related content and financial content.
Mm-hmm.
But I just love also other different type of areas, like lifestyle areas, they travel, they tech gadgets, different type of new gadgets, all that stuff. I love writing and learning new stuff actually. Whenever clients approach me with a new concept, it really excites me, and I always try to do new areas.
Oh, that means you've written for a very wide range of industries and businesses. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, always, whenever I look for clients, I look for new area which can I explore and learn new things about it.
Okay. So let's say when a new client approaches you with a subject or a topic or maybe a business that you have practically no idea about, then how
Mm-hmm.
do you begin and how do you start and go around your research about the writing?
So for foremost, I ask clients to send their websites or social media links to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I study them properly. Then I will also recommend if they have any competitors that they want to meet. I also go through their websites and what they are doing and how I can make this better for my clients.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like if they have some blog on the topic, blogs on their website, I will try to make it how I can make it more interesting than their competitors' blog, so it will trend better than that.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically my first strategy to go with.
Okay. And how does your research process look like when you are researching for something completely new? One is you look at the competitor blogs. Second is how
Mm-hmm.
do you develop the understanding for that particular subject?
When we start in the first 2-3 blogs, I always say saying that it's going to be a trial and run because I'm also new. They don't know my style also, and I don't know their style also.
Mm-hmm.
So for first 2-3 blogs, I ask clients to give me proper feedback, point to point, where they think it can go better or of the product, or how they feel that I can make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So with the feedback I receive from client, it gives me idea about what client actually wants because at the end we have to satisfy a client.
Okay,
So
okay. Correct,
mhm,
correct. So basically you look at it from the client's perspective and try and find out what best works for them. That's great. Great.
yes.
Okay. So in that case, how long have you been writing, Daman?
It's like even say I'm just writing from 2016 now. It's been 4 years approximately.
Oh, great. So what all things do you do actually to constantly improve yourself as a writer?
It's always a journey. I always say that we can't be perfect. I do mistakes all the time in
Correct,
my it's happened all the time.
correct.
But to make me improve, I always feel around whatever my client give me feedback is the most important thing that helped me.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever I think my work is going, it's not up to the mark, client will tell you that. And you don't have to ignore that part. You have to work on that part and see why client is saying that.
Correct, correct, correct. Okay, so that's how you develop insights and get better from there. That's quite
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. And are you into reading as well? Do you read books?
Oh yeah, actually I'm a hardcore reader. That's why I'm a writer. I
Wow.
can't work a day without reading. My morning starts with reading actually. I have to read at least 1 hour a day, otherwise, I can't function there.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So, who all are your favorite authors, or which are your favorite books?
But actually, I don't write much romance, but I read only romance. That's my, very open variety, you can say.
Okay,
I love romance books actually most of the time.
okay, okay, okay.
So
And
in
any
my,
favorite titles from there?
yeah, because from Indian, I would say, it's Chetan Bhagat and Anu.
Okay, okay,
So in my, he was one of those writers whose book first time I read in my life.
okay, okay.
But, mhm.
Wow. So, and then you're hooked onto it.
Yeah, you can say that because usually it was a very misconception in the world that reading means that you have to be very intellectually smart with words and grammar only then you can read. But his writing, makes me realize that you don't have to be too much intellectually smart to be a reader.
Perfect, perfect. I think that's a very interesting observation you have made. That's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I try to include in my writing. I have to make it simple but informative.
Okay, great. And in that situation, is there a particular challenge that you are facing as a writer, or in terms of your growing your career or something? Is there a particular challenge that you are currently grappling with and you're trying to solve?
I don't know if it's me or it's with all the writers, but finding a good client is very difficult in these days because you're making so much effort and but you don't get the equal remuneration according to it.
Right, right, right.
Especially in India, it's very hard to find good clients.
Correct, correct. I think that's a common challenge a lot of freelance
Yeah, it's a very
writers
common
face.
challenge,
Correct.
but it's something that it's very common, but it's very important.
Oh, true. That's true. Yeah, and the kind of work that you put in, both in terms of your creativity as well as in terms of the research you put in.
Yeah, when you don't get the right appreciation or the value of your work, then it's quite hurt.
Correct, correct, correct. Okay. So you're into creative writing as well, I understand.
Yes.
So tell us something about that.
So actually, I was not from a very, I was a creative person, but I've never tried creative writing before. But I have been quite active on LinkedIn and Instagram, like social networking sites.
Mm-hmm.
So there I've seen how people are writing, short poetry, and it's something that you have to be very smart or use little very, what we can say, Shakespeare style to be a writer, you can do with your own words also,
Right. Correct. Correct.
So that's from there I start writing poetry and short stories.
Okay.
And from there, I used to post it on my LinkedIn, usually my story poems.
Okay.
And there, from one day, I just got a message from a connection, and he said, "You write so well. Why don't there's an anthology competition going on?
Okay.
Why don't you participate in it?" So I just did it. I have no clue how to do anything. I did it in Hindi.
Okay.
Which isn't my language at all.
Okay.
So I did, and my poem got accepted. So it was like my new journey started from there.
Wow. Wow. That's an unusual incident. That's great.
Yeah, actually, when you usually share your talent out there on social media channels, you get good people who can help you out, Otherwise, you don't know how much you can grow.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is definitely something that a lot of us can relate with. I am sure we can relate it in our own careers. Okay. So how does your writing process go? In the sense, do you straight away begin writing? Let's say there's a new project, then so do you straight away start on a computer? Or do you take notes on a piece of paper or something, or how do you go about it?
No. I'm a very lazy writer in that way. I just start with my first draft online or on computer. So first I do research, I find the reference websites from where I can use the information in my words. But so I know at least I go through 5 or 6 websites, which gives me idea about topic work. Then I start writing it in my own words and make formats according to it.
Okay. So you break it down into smaller chunks and then you finally polish it up. Oh, great.
You can say that, but actually when I just go through the research, then I just start writing, In the meanwhile, it's automatically organic. So you started to know how to flow the article.
Correct. So how do your relatives or your friends or your extended family, how do they react when they realize you're into professional writing?
They don't understand most of the time.
Wow. So how do you explain it to them?
Yes, you can say that. Even my family don't understand that.
Okay.
Even still, they don't particularly get what exactly I do.
Okay.
But they do understand that I do something. But what I do exactly, they can't explain.
Okay. That's a little amusing. That's amusing.
It's not me, but actually I talk to some other writers as well, who are working like me. They all say the same thing. That it's very hard to make other people understand this career option.
Correct. Because a lot of people are so tuned into the regular 9-to-5 jobs that they don't even...
If I see a writer, they will say you have published a book. I want to say that it's not you can be a writer without publishing a book also nowadays.
Correct. And the whole idea of freelance writing is pretty much novel for most people. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. And do you have a favorite writing space, a small corner in your home or office, or do you sit with a cup of coffee or something?
Bed, on my bed and with my lap table.
Okay. And you start when you're writing, you prefer listening to light music or you switch off music, and how do you do it?
Actually, I don't know if most people do this or not, but I'm a very time management person actually.
Great.
I like to challenge myself with time. I have a much. It's very hard to set a schedule in freelance career in options, but I have my schedule in my mind for the entire week, and I know that in this time frame I have to do this.
Okay.
And that's how I function actually with the time. If my time isn't on my side, then it makes me agitated or my productivity goes down.
Oh, correct. Okay. So that means you have developed a sort of self-discipline which will keep you not only doing better but doing things more productively.
Yeah, you can say I'm a big OCD in that department.
Okay. And along this way, as you have grown as a writer, is there a specific compliment you have received from a client or reader which really, sort of made your day or made you feel very happy?
Yeah, actually, sometimes I do many times, I don't actually write only.
Mm-hmm.
I always try to learn SEO and offline practices also.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I grow and learn stuff that I share with my clients also
Mm-hmm.
who don't have any clue about the stuff. I just automatically share with them. And one time I always share with one of clients who, wants to grow, but they don't have much uh, budget to hire a SEO guy or a social person.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I always give him tips here and there, and he always see that. Then one day I just asked him that I'm a little bit sick and I won't be working for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, don't leave us.
Okay.
Please, that will make my day.
Okay. Okay.
Like, he was like, don't stop working for us, please.
Wow, that's actually something highly prized. I mean, a writer, when a client asks a writer to not stop writing, that's probably one of the most valuable compliments.
Yeah, exactly. Something I can write for free, to be honest. But if I get good what you can say, good words or good application, I can write for you for free. And I have written for so many times like this way. Like, I have one client, he gave me my application on his website with my photo and my bio. And I did his social media for free because I said it's alright. You don't have budget right now. It's alright because
Okay.
you understand and value my work.
Correct. Very true. That's very important as well. Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll move on just as we are coming to the close of the session. We'd like
Okay.
to have a little lighter set of questions. I have a
Mm-hmm.
few rapid fire questions wherein I'll give you
Okay.
two choices and I want you to pick one of the two.
Okay.
So that will give us some idea about what Daman really prefers. My first question is,
Okay.
what do you prefer? I think you already have told us about it, but all the same, what do you prefer, a romantic movie or an action movie?
Romantic movie.
Correct. Okay. Do you listen to songs or do you listen to podcasts?
Song.
Okay. How about this? Do you prefer exercising at home or whether you exercise at a gym? Okay. How about this? Would you prefer sandwich or aloo paratha?
I'll
Okay. And Indian food versus Italian food.
Okay, that's a very tough choice because I can't live without pizza also, but I would say Indian.
Okay, okay. And how about this? Ride in the airplane, small airplane with just a couple of friends, or a ride or a journey on a boat with just the same set of friends?
I was a twin.
Wow, wow. And if you were given, this is the last question for the rapid fire, if you were given a chance to learn one of the things, what would you learn? Would you rather learn drawing or would you rather learn singing?
I would say singing because I already know drawing.
Okay, so you already have that skill. Great,
Yeah.
great, great. Fine, just before we sign off, Daman, any other things that you would like to tell us here just before we sign off?
Well, I'm just starting my new journey very soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting my own website, which I have been, always dreamt. If you're a writer, you'd want to be on your own blog one day. So I'm soon going to start it.
Okay.
And it's a place where I want to help you grooming writers actually.
Okay.
Because when I started this, I don't have any knowledge or guidance from where to start it.
Mm-hmm.
And I faced many, failures or you can say many wrong clients or who don't pay on time, who don't pay at all.
Correct, correct. Those are
So,
common pains that writers face. True.
yeah. So I want to create a platform where I can personally help as much as writers I can.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's going to be a noble exercise. Daman, this has been wonderful talking to you, and thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you so much for your interview as well.
Thank you, Daman, and all our best wishes for your upcoming projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.